So I am hoping that I can film this plan with me before my boys get back. So thank you for joining me for another plan with me. And this is going to be in my Target Dollar Spot planner that I use as my gratitude journal. So if you guys have been watching, you know that I use one of my Target Dollar Spots for a gratitude journal, and I just write down things that I want to focus on for the week or things that I am thankful for. And so that's what I write in here. And so this week I'm going to use this beautiful paper pad that I got from Hobby Lobby, and it is called Godspeed, and it is wonderful and I love it. And so I'm going to use some of those papers in here because I thought it was fitting, and not like that, like this. And Joshua let the boys ride with him so that I could do this video in peace, and then lo and behold, I had to wait until my other one uploaded before I could even start it, and he's on his way home because somehow I feel like he drives much faster when he has the boys in the back seat with him and he's trying to get back home to me. So I'm thinking that we might do a video that I have in mind, and I'm hoping that we might film it tonight, and if not, we might do it on Wednesday, and that'll be fine too. But I was kind of hoping that we might do it tonight, but I don't know if we'll have time now because, of course, he got off work late, which is pretty much all the time, but that is okay. I'm very blessed to stay home, so if he doesn't get home when I wish that he would, then that is okay. I'm sure he wishes he was home one time too. So he did come and get the boys for me because he's so sweet. So this week I really want to focus on just my walk, my spiritual walk. And this week at church was, we had really good services, and I really enjoyed it, and we had amazing worship services, and I really enjoyed them. And I ended up singing that song, that Come Alive song that I sang on here. I ended up singing it for church service. They didn't ask me, they just put it on the list, so I sang it. And it was the first time I'd ever sang it in service, and it sounded so much better with the whole band playing it than it sounded with me playing it by myself. But I just enjoyed it so much. I love that song, it's so powerful. But I feel like there's just a need for that to be said, and that's just been my heart's cry, to if you know that story in the Bible, then you know about, Ezekiel speaking to the dry bones. And I just feel like that is the predicament that we are in a lot. And I think that as Christians, if you are a Christian, then you will know. If not, then you might not like this particular plan with me, because that's kind of what it's about, obviously. But I feel like it's easy for us to get so busy in our day-to-day life, and we just get complacent, and we get just busy. We get too busy. We get too busy for God. We get too busy for the things that He's given us, and we get too busy to stop and be grateful and thankful. And in my own life, I feel like sometimes I get too busy and too busy and too charger fell. Sorry, guys. Too wrapped up in, things that are going on, like cleaning the house and, washing all the clothes and doing all I need to do and finishing everything and, getting ready for my classes in church and preparing my lesson plans for that and just all that kind of thing. I feel like we get so caught up in that we forget to enjoy, the things that God's given us. I try really hard not to do that and forget that He's given me these beautiful children and they grow up so fast and, I'm not going to get this time back. I'm going to look, I'm already looking, a year ago, 2 years ago, and wishing that missing Tristan at that age. I remember just yesterday having him and holding him for the first time, and that, that goes by fast. And so I feel like, it's easy for us to get so caught up in day-to-day life and busyness and schedules and all of that, and we forget to stop and be thankful. And I don't want that. And I don't want to be complacent and stagnant, and I don't want to be that way in my faith either at all. Not just in my day-to-day life, but I don't want to be that way. I don't want to stop moving forward. And so that's kind of what I want to focus on this week. I just want to focus on moving forward and concentrating on what I feel that He has for me, that God has for me to do, and just do it. Don't ask questions. Don't, do not pass go. Do not collect $100. Just do it. And so that's kind of, I like this washi because it goes with that. Be still and know, follow His lead, bloom with grace, glorify Him. I just, I really love that. I feel like that's perfect. Which, speaking of which, I really want to use that part. So I know it's waste, but I kind of want to start with that one. Because that's kind of what I want this to be about this week, is just stopping. And I'm a control freak too, you guys, for real. Like a legitimate control freak. I want to control everything. It bothers me when I don't know what's going on. That's why I have 1,000 planners and I love every single one of them, and I'm thinking of getting more. That's why, because I just love to plan every little thing. I love to know what's going on. And sometimes you don't. Sometimes you just don't. There's things that you're not going to know. You're not going to know, what's going to happen. You just have to have faith. And that's hard for me. That's something that I struggle with. Because I want to know everything. And, His ways are not our ways. Sometimes it's not a good enough answer for me. I want to know what's happening and how I can fix it. And sometimes we can't fix it. You just have to let go and have faith. And sometimes that's hard for me. So that's something that I want to get better at. I want to get better at just calming it on down and just, doing what I know He wants me to do and just not worrying about the rest. Because I am a worry wart. So is my husband. He is so bad about worrying. And I just want to, and I want to be an encourager for him so that he doesn't worry. I want him to know that I'm here and that he can tell his worries to me and that we can deal with it together. And I know that he knows that, but he tries to take everything on his shoulders sometimes. And that's, it's just another thing. We can't. You can't put everything on our shoulder because we can't handle it. So that is a very deep way of telling you what I want this week's focus to be about. I just want it to be about growth and about moving forward and focusing on the good. I have a tattoo and it's on my shoulder. I have a few tattoos actually, but I have a tattoo that's on my shoulder and it says all things work for the good, and it has a tribal dove on it, and that's my favorite verse ever. But I have that because I truly believe that. I really do. So we don't have need to worry. And, you know, we can trust that His promises are, sorry, I can't see this. His promises are as good as done, and we can trust that. And I just have to remember in my life that He gave me the things I have, so I need to take care of them and appreciate them and focus on the fact that they're what He gave me. So I think the boys are actually coming in here, and this is super, super short, and I'm sorry if the conversation was a little bit deep, but that's all I'm going to put on here because I want plenty of space to write, and I'm probably going to write on here with a gold or a white pen. And you know, I might even share this one with you guys because it's not going to be completely private or personal. It's just going to be things that I might want to share. So I might actually share everything I write in here this week, but that is going to be it for now. And so I hope that you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks so much, and happy planning.